the Lekki killings at the toll gate, of course, a lot of allegations has come to the fore. And most times we don't even know which to believe. If to believe the Lagos state government, to believe the federal government, or even the youth or the young people that were there during the Lekki massacre. So, as a respected voice in Nigeria, what's your take about the Lekki shootings?
At least one thing I'm so sure,
yes,
and I can say it anywhere. You can't blame the youth to have organized to kill themselves. Would they have done that?
No, sir.
This life is very precious.
Yes.
Even at my age,
yes,
I still want some more time.
Around.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't just want to die. Even though for now I have nothing to lose.
Okay.
So at least those young men and women wouldn't have organized their own massacre.
Okay.
So whether it is Lagos state government or whether it is federal government, one thing I know is also that Lagos state government doesn't have army, doesn't have police, doesn't have armed militia to go and kill its own people. So who is it that is responsible for for security agencies? Should be blamed. And just because I ask you to come and quell riot, does it mean that I ask you to go and kill people?
Shoot people, unarmed people.
There are stages you can follow before you reach that one. So when did stopping somebody contravening curfew made it a law in Nigeria that that person should be shot dead? Is that what you are telling me? Are we living in a banana republic?
Well,
we are living under a country administered by law, and we must follow those laws. You see, what those in authority don't understand is that they should reflect back. They should reflect back. Where is Oibo who colonized us? Where is Balewa? Where is Ogu Ironsi? Where is Gawan? Can Gawan do anything now? Where is Murtala Mohammed? Where is Obasanjo? He's fighting to save his neck, even though he's still alive. He's been president for nearly 11 years in Nigeria. Where is Shagali? Where is Babangida? Where is Abacha? Where is Eradua? Where is Jonathan? Do they hold any authority? It means those that are here today, tomorrow will be in the same shoes with Gawan, Jonathan, and others. They will be powerless. My greatest role model, politically on earth, is Hassan al-Turabi. Have you heard of him?
The North African?
Hassan al-Turabi was the Sudanese politician who died last year. He was but everything in Sudan except the president of the country. At a certain time, he was Speaker of the Parliament, he was Secretary General of the party, he was Attorney General of Sudan, he was Professor of Law and Head of Department of Law, Dean Faculty of Law, and Vice Chancellor of the University of Khartoum. That is the man that was organizing people, put them into the army with the sole aim of taking over government. And because he wanted to be in government and near corridors of power, he had to marry Sadiq al-Mahdi's junior sister. Have you heard of al-Mahdi? Just to bring him to close to power so that he could nurture some people in order to take over government. When he died, the Sudanese flag was run at half-mast for 3 days, despite the fact that he has never been head of state. And he spoke fluent French, fluent German, fluent Russian, spoke better English than the Queen herself.
Wow.
And Oyubo people in the world have agreed that don't to go into any argument or dialogue with Hassan al-Turabi because of level of intelligence. He was my role model. And al-Bashir, he was the one that nurtured and brought up al-Bashir to become the commander of the Sudanese forces in southern Sudan, just to enable him get enough contact with the military so that he could overrun Khartoum and take over government. They did that. And suddenly he became al-Mahdi's ideologue, who was, al-Bashir's man, who whatever he says was law in Sudan. They fought. Al-Bashir jailed him for years in prison. And this is a person that even as Attorney General, whenever he is going to office, he carries his bag with his toothpaste, with his brush, with his soap, and with prayer mat, because he knows that he can go to office as Attorney General and never come back. He can go to Parliament as Speaker of the Parliament and never come back. He will be taken to prison. He was always ready to go to prison. And they negotiated. The Sudanese people thought that it was not good for al-Bashir to fight Hassan al-Turabi. And they negotiated. And part of the negotiation was that Hassan al-Turabi should not discuss politics when they release him for some years. That you should never address a press conference. That you should never do this. He said he all agreed and they signed. They sent a helicopter to bring him to Khartoum. When he came, there were a flurry of journalists all over the world
waiting for him to be interviewed.
Waiting for him to come. And the soldier said he should go this way. He said, no, he's going this way. He came and addressed the press conference and told the world, and told
the whole world,
told al-Bashir that he should resign his position as president and hand over himself to the International Criminal Court of Justice. In this country, everything that happens is in everybody's diary. We know who killed who. We know who did what. We know who stole what. So why do they think they are invincible? They will not be there one day. And they will account for their misdeeds.
Well, thank you very much, sir. So let's go to the next question, and which is the present government and their fighting corruption mechanisms.
Please. Next question. Not fighting corruption, please. They are aiding corruption. You can go to another question.
Okay. Sir, as somebody who, like I know you've
They are not fighting corruption. I've told you now. They are aiding corruption. Who is not corrupt there? Tell me one person.
So what do you mean by aiding corruption? I mean, we all know the president.
You mean that all these things you people say in the press, this one has stolen this one has done this. And even if we don't know who stole what, how many loans did this government take?
From the bank.
Do you know the figure? How many trillion?
It has been rising, and right now
it's okay. Let's go out now. Show me what they had done with 100 million naira across Nigeria in your village. What have they done worth 100 million naira? So where is the money? Do you need a soothsayer or an angel or an FBI to tell you that people are stealing public money? Let them get out and they hear what other people will say about what they did in office. They may not believe it. I am sure some people will have heart attack.
But
now, there are a lot of social interventions in the country. 500 billion, this billion, this billion, this billion. Did you get?
No, I did not.
Thank you.
Of them.
So no corruption. The man told you, Jiki Magayi, that your soul will tell you. Now he's telling you, you are looking haggard. I'm even at my age, 70, I'm looking more robust.
But sir, considering the fact that that was the anchor the government who held on to when they were coming into power.
We have also said we will provide security. Is there security? Are you comfortable to walk here along the barracks alone? Are you? That was their number one take. That the man was a former general, was a former general officer commanding, was a former governor, was a former minister, was a former head of state. Therefore, he knows everything about security.
And military forces.
Is there any state that you can mention two without military deployment in Nigeria today? Does that suggest that there is security? Do you know what is happening in Borno, Yobe, and Yola? Because they are suppressing you people, not to divulge what is happening. Can you walk from here to Kaduna?
Freely.
Freely? If you are going to Kaduna or Kano, you have to spend the whole night praying to God to deliver you. So our greatest weapon could have been to sort out security. You can't go to farm. They are talking about farming. They have spending billions of naira on farming. Where are the grains? Is that the one they are hiding to sell in the black market in the night that the ordinary Nigerians have helped themselves with?
Wow. Millions of people are listening to you right now. What's your final message to Nigerians and to the whole world? As somebody who has a respected voice in the country, what's your message to Nigerians?
I don't know whether I'm a respected voice or not. For other people, I'm an irritant.
Well, for me,
to those who are august,
to me,
I'm an irritant who should be dealt with.
Yes.
I said one thing.
Okay.
We must come out, all of us,
okay,
for our own sake, to ensure that we establish what is called true democracy,
okay,
where the vote of the people should count. If the votes don't count, these people will rule us as conquered slaves. Because it is what they want that will happen. You will see when the term of this president is tickling to an end. They are already advising him to do a third term. And third term has several meanings. You can have a third term, you replacing yourself. Or you can have a third term by bringing a surrogate that will have no powers except what you say and you put in your place. They are already working on him. You can see the infighting in the APC.
Yes.
You can see that even those who had worked for the success of the party, how they have been treated now. They are called names. Either way, they instigated SARS, or they asked for security to kill SARS people. So either way, those kind of people are losers. And they forgot, because those that are propagating this are ingrates. And God doesn't respect any ingrate person. This is our situation. So our message is simple. Let's fight. The president has promised us that he was not going to sign the Electoral Act because it was too close to election.
Yes.
And he said, I see him on television, I have the clips, that whoever becomes president should sign the Electoral Act. Now,
he's the president.
Rightly or wrongly, he is the president. So what happened after 1.5 years? We don't want to double talk. We want leaders that will live by their words.
All right, so you've heard it from Alhaji Buba Galadima. We want leaders that will lead by their words. So thank